All right, so very quickly, just in case we have anybody that's brand new to the IELTS exam and you've never taken the IELTS exam before, it has 4 parts, right? It has 4 parts, and the 4 parts get progressively more difficult as you go along. The 4 parts get progressively more difficult. So part number 1 is really, really easy, and then part number 4 is much more difficult. Basically, you have 2 conversations and 2 short talks. You start out with a conversation between 2 people, then you have a short talk by 1 person, and then you have a conversation that can be between 2 to 3 people, and then you have a short academic talk. And so you're dealing with conversations and short talks. And like I said, it gets progressively more difficult. Now, there are different types of fill-the-blank questions. It's all fill-the-blank, but sometimes it's arranged differently. So you have, of course, a standard fill-the-blank question like this, right? This is a standard fill-the-blank question where they have a sentence and they have a blank line. Sometimes you have it with a fill-the-blank question where the blank line is in the middle of the sentence, like we have here, or sometimes the blank line is at the end of the sentence. And these are the standard fill-the-blank questions. Then you might have a fill-the-blank question that is more of a flow chart type of fill-the-blank question. And it's still a fill-the-blank question. It's still a fill-the-blank question, but we're just working from a flow chart, which means that it's going to start here at 34, and then you see the arrow pointing down. So next is going to go 35, 36, 37, 38. And as you know, on the listening exam, all the questions go in order. You're not going to hear the answer for number 37 before you hear the answer for number 36. That's not going to happen. Now, you could also have a fill-the-blank question that is where the sentences are put into a paragraph format. And so here, this is more of like a summary fill-the-blank question on the listening exam. It's still a fill-the-blank question. The only difference is instead of having the sentences separated line by line, they're giving you a paragraph and you have to fill in the blanks. But it's the same process. It's the same principles. You're not going to hear the questions out of order at all. And then sometimes you might have a fill-the-blank question where it's in the format of a table. And again, it just goes in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? It goes in order. And you just have to be able to follow along with the table. They're going to start here. Right? They may or not the first time they may say the word class, but after that they won't say it again probably. But it starts here. Then they go to this box, then the next box, then the next box. And so you're paying attention to what's in the heading of the table so that you know which box that you're in at the time. But it goes in order, right? So you can have a fill-the-blank question that is designed like a table. Then you can have a fill-the-blank question which is really a short answer type of question. It's a short answer type of question. And with this type of fill-the-blank question, in terms of short answer, you says write no more than 2 words for each answer. You're filling in the blank with the correct answer to the question. So again, it's still these are all fill-the-blank questions, but what they're doing is they're just changing the format and the structure of what it looks like. And that's why when people ask me, what kind of questions or on the listening exam and I tell them it is either fill the blank or multiple choice.